stop is Orem, Utah.
Last Arizona sunrise.
Cat navigator.
Way up north to Alaska. Way up north to Alaska. North to Alaska. Go north, the rush is on. North to Alaska. Go north, the rush is on. Big Sam left Seattle in the year of '92 with George Pratt, his partner, and brother Billy too. They crossed the Yukon River and found the Bonanza Gold below that old white mountain, just a little southeast of Nome. Sam crossed the majestic mountains to the valleys far below. He talked to his team of huskies as he mushed on through the snow, with the northern lights a-running wild in the land of the midnight sun. Yes, Sam McCord was a mighty man in the year of 1901, where the river is winding, big nuggets they're finding. North to Alaska, go north, the rush is on. Way up north to Alaska, way up north to Alaska. North to Alaska, go north, the rush is on. North to Alaska, go north, the rush is on. George turned to Sam with his gold in his hand. Said, Sam, you're looking at a lonely, lonely man. I'd trade all the gold that's buried in this land for one small band of gold to place on sweet little Jenny's hand. 'Cause a man needs a woman to love him all the time. Remember, Sam, a true love is so hard to find. I'd build for my Jenny a honeymoon home below that old white mountain, just a little southeast of Nome, where the river is winding, big nuggets they're finding. North to Alaska, go north, the rush is on. North to Alaska, go north, the rush is on. Way up north to Alaska, way up north to Alaska.
Alright, getting our McDonald's, and today we are off to Butte, Montana.
Oh yeah.
Yelling at the loser in the mirror, saying, dude, don't take it personal. It's gonna be another weird month, I guess, according to my horoscope. At some Chinese restaurant in San Francisco, my fortune told me I'm on the wrong road. Well, life's a game, yeah, I need the cheat codes, and I hate the snow, but I think I'll dye my hair and I'll move to Alaska. Grab all of my money, guitar and a jacket. Driving out of town, maybe wave if I pass you. Sorry, I had to move to Alaska. I think I'll dye my hair and I'll move to Alaska. Last couple of months kinda been a disaster. Tell all of my friends I'm asleep if they ask you. Sorry, I had to move to Alaska. Sorry, I had to move to Alaska. Posting all these pictures on the internet, I want someone to give a shit. Eating ice cream in my bed, I guess the problem is that I don't even give a shit. Yeah, I could bring the vibe down from 10 to 0. The world's most pointless superhero. Just me, myself, and my stupid ego. And I hate the snow, Alaska. Grab all of my money, guitar and a jacket. Driving out of town, maybe wave if I pass you. Sorry, I had to move to Alaska. I think I'll dye my hair and I'll move to Alaska. Last couple of months kinda been a disaster. Tell all of my friends I'm asleep if they ask you. Sorry, I had to move to Alaska. Sorry, I had to move to Alaska. Sorry, I had to move to Alaska. Yeah, maybe I just don't know what I got. Look at my life like a bat before shot. Stuck in myself with all the doors locked when I just wanna go. I think I'll dye my hair and I'll move to Alaska. Grab all of my money, guitar and a jacket. Driving out of town, maybe wave if I pass you. Sorry, I had to move to Alaska. I think I'll dye my hair and I'll move to Alaska. Last couple of months kinda been a disaster. You tell all of my friends I'm asleep if they ask me. Sorry, I had to move to Alaska. Nah, 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 nah. Sorry, I had to move to Alaska. Sorry, I had to move to Alaska.
Day 4 of our travels, and we are headed through the border in about 30 minutes, and we will be landing in Sylvan Lake for the night.
There was a time in this fair land when the railroad did not run, when the wild majestic mountains stood alone against the sun. Long before the white man and long before the wheel, when the green dark forest was too silent to be real. But time has no beginnings and history has no bounds. As to this verdant country they came from all around. They sailed upon her waterways and they walked the forest tall, built the mines, the mills, and the factories for the good of us all. And when the young man stands...
It's day 5, our second day in Canada. We are leaving Sylvan Lake, Alberta, Canada, and we're headed to Dawson's Creek, British Columbia, Canada.
She had turned into the spring. The railroad men grew restless for to hear the hammers ring. Their minds were overflowing with the visions of their day, with many a fortune won and lost and many a debt to pay. For they looked in the future and what did they see? They saw an iron road running from the sea to the sea, bringing the goods to a young growing land, all up from the seaboards and into their hands. Look away, said they, across this mighty land, from the eastern shore to the western strand. Bring the workers and bring up the rails. We gotta lay down the tracks and tear up the trails. Open their heart, let the lifeblood flow. Gotta get on our way, 'cause we're moving too slow. Bring in the workers and bring up the rails. We gotta lay down the tracks and tear up the trails. Open their heart, let the lifeblood flow. Gotta get on our way, 'cause we're moving too slow. Get on our way, 'cause we're moving too slow.
Day 6 of traveling, leaving Dawson's Creek and headed to the Toad River Lodge.
Across the wide prairie, our loved ones lie sleeping. Beyond the dark oceans, in a place far away, we are the navvies who work upon the railway, swinging our hammers in the bright blazing sun, living on stew and drinking bad whiskey, mending our backs till the long days are done. We are the navvies who work upon the railway, swinging our hammers. In the bright blazing sun, laying down track and building the bridges, bending our backs till the railroad is done. So over the mountains and over the plains, into the Muskegon, into the rain, up the St. Lawrence, all the way to Gaspé, swinging our hammers and drawing up hay, driving them in and tying them down, away to the bunkhouse and into the town. $1 a day and a place for my head, a drink to the living, a toast to the dead. Oh, the song of the future has been sung. Oh, the battles have been won. On the mountain tops we stand. Oh, the world at our command. We have opened up the soil with our teardrops and our toil. For there was a time in this fair land when the railroad did not run, when the wild majestic mountains stood alone against the sun. Long before the white man and long before the wheel, when the green dark forest was too silent to be real, when the green dark forest was too silent to be real, and many are the dead men too silent to be real.
Day 7, we left Toad River about an hour ago, and it's finally starting to get light out. We are headed to Teslin in the Yukon. Going to be staying at the Yukon Motel today. 7 hours to go.
When I was a child and I lived in the city, I dreamed of Alaska, so far away. and I dreamed I was flying over mountains and glaciers. Somehow I knew that I'd live there one day. Well, it took me some growing and a fair bit of schooling, a little bit of trouble to get on the move. And I felt like a loser, but I turned out the winner when it came to Alaska, the land that I love. Here's to Alaska, here's to the people, here's to the wild, and here's to the free. Here's to my life in a chosen country. Here's to Alaska and me. I was born in a cabin on Little Mulchatna, raised in hard times, but I had a good life. From the first time I flew with my father a-singing, I knew that I'd wind up a bush pilot's wife. We sleep near the sound of a slow-running river and wake up most mornings to a drizzling rain. And we live every day like the first or the last one, with nothing to lose and heaven to gain. Here's to Alaska, here's to the people, here's to the wild, and here's to the free. Here's to my life in a chosen country. Here's to Alaska and me. Oh, for a fire on a cold winter's night, once more to gaze at the great northern lights, for all of the beauty my children will see. Here's to Alaska and me. Here's to Alaska, here's to the people, here's to the wild, and here's to the free. Here's to my life in a chosen country. Here's to Alaska and me. Oh, here's to Alaska and me.
Awesome drive today. We went from Toad River Lodge to Teslin in the Yukon. We just made it to our hotel. Beautiful scenery. We saw tons of wildlife. We saw over 100 bison. We saw 2 caribou, a bobcat, 3 moose. It was a really, really fun drive. And these two did so awesome. Look at that little munchkin. You did such a good job, buddy. Yes, you did. Are you happy? You happy to be out of that car seat? Yes, you are. How was the drive, Mama?
It was great. Love seeing all the wildlife, and we're excited to see what we see in Haines Junction tomorrow.
Yep, tomorrow we will end up in Alaska. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it to Alaska. Yeah, you're a cute boy.
It's day 8. We left the town of Teslin around 5 a.m. It is currently 10:49 and the sun is just starting to come up. And today we are staying in the town of Tok, Alaska at the Caribou Cabins.
Where's Beckham? Hi. Hey, buddy. How you doing? We're almost there. We're almost to Alaska.
You did it!
You did it. Yeah. Last potty break before Alaska. Yeah. Let's get back on the road.
Good boy.
Yeah. Leaving Tok, Alaska today, and we'll end up in Fairbanks. Short 3.5 hour drive. All the animals and baby is doing great.
Welcome.
Look at, there's a nice